shoulders up toward your ears. Take a big sip of air. And as you exhale, let your shoulders relax. And then you're going to just notice your breath from the moment the air touches your nostrils to the moment the breath leaves your body again. So you might notice that it's a nice cool temperature that comes into your nose. Perhaps you feel that breath travel up your nose, down your throat, into your chest. Maybe you feel that breath expanding your rib cage. And then perhaps you notice your belly button pulling back toward your spine, helping to push that breath out. So see if you can follow one complete breath from start to finish. And then still focusing on your breath, see if you can feel your breath moving your shoulders. Can you feel your breath in your back? And then bring your hands together at your heart center and make a little commitment or an intention that every time your mind starts to wander, every time you start thinking about all the things you should be doing, you just bring your attention fully and completely back to one complete intentional breath. Allow your chin to drop down toward your chest, and as you bring your chin to your chest, notice your neck stretching. And then begin to open your eyes, follow your hands as you raise your arms up over your head, lift up, stretch up, breathe up. And then your right hand's gonna sweep behind you, your left hand's gonna come onto your thigh. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, and look over your right shoulder. And then come back to center, raise your arms back up over your head. And as you exhale, bring your left hand behind you, right hand on your thigh, turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, look over your left shoulder. Lift yourself back up, feel yourself stretching through your whole spine, palms forward, and as you exhale, begin to fold forward, release your head, your hands, your heart. Try to keep your butt anchored to the mat. And then lift your arms back up over your head. Good. Release your hands to your side and do whatever you have to do to bring yourself onto your hands and knees. So once you're on your hands and knees, pull your belly in and then stretch your right leg out behind you. Put your toes on the floor and press your heel back. And then you're going to lift your right leg up and extend your left arm. So this is forcing your core to keep you steady. So this is training your core in a kind of safer position because you're on the floor to help kick in when your balance is a little off center. And then with control, release your left hand, release your right knee. Right away, that right foot on toes on the floor, that left foot, press your left heel back. And then lift your left leg up, extend your right arm, look to your right thumb. And then with control, bring your hand and your knee back to the floor. Curl your toes, slowly lift yourself to down dog. So in your down dog, you're going to challenge your balance a little bit. You're going to take your left hand, tap your right knee. and then bring it back to the floor. And then take your right hand, tap your left knee, and release. Again, left hand, right knee, and release. Tell them you can do it with us. Right hand, left knee, and release. Start to walk your feet toward your hands. And then you're going to stay in a forward bend, but your knees are bent. Your belly's resting on your thighs. Let your head be nice and heavy. And then you're going to slide your hands to your shins and look forward. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, fold forward. Bring your fingertips onto the floor and bend just your right knee. Big stretch in the back of your left leg. And then straighten your right knee. Bend your left knee and straighten. Now you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to try to lift your left arm up. And release it back down. Straighten that right leg. Bend your left knee. Lift your right arm up. And release it back down. Straighten both of your legs. Bring your hands behind your calves and gently draw yourself together, like you're trying to bring your face to your knees. And then release your hands. Sweep your arms up over your head. Reach up as high as you can. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. I'm going to have you stand against your wall if you can. And you're going to open up your feet a couple of inches. So this standing against the wall is really good. This is the first thing we're going to do. Being against the wall is going to make it very hard. So with your hands together, start to slide down the wall as you bend your knees. Good. So your low back is touching the wall. That's keeping you steady. But it's also really making your legs work very hard. Do you feel them? Lift your right heel up. And release. Left heel, release. Right heel, release. Left heel, release. Lift both heels. Hold them up, hold them up, hold them up. And then release your heels. Zip your legs back up. Good. Take another nice breath in. As you exhale, slide back down the wall. And now you're going to try to bring your knees together a little bit and open them up. And together and open. Together and open. And zip your legs back up. Good. Walk your feet together and then stand sideways. Put one hand on the wall. And you're going to take whichever leg is closest. I think we're facing the same direction. So I think take your left foot and step it back. All right, so take your right foot and step it back. Put your left foot back where it was. So whichever leg is not next to the wall. There you go. Okay. So you're holding onto the wall if you need to. I want you to take your right toes, lift them up off the floor so you feel your butt start to work. And then lift your leg a little higher. Tap your toes down. And lift your leg up. Tap your toes down, lift your leg up. Tap your toes down, lift your leg. Hold it behind you for 3 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale 1. Another big breath in. Exhale 2. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release your foot down. Step your feet together. And now lift your right knee up in front of you. Stretch your leg out in front of you and bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Put your right hand on your right knee and then open your knee out to the side like it's a gate and then close it back up. Open like a gate close it back up. One more time, open like a gate, close it back up, place your right foot back on the floor, and then step it out to the side. And once again, you're gonna lift your toes up off the floor. Very small move. Your leg lifts like an inch or two, and then tap your toes down. Lift your leg up, tap your toes down. Lift your leg up, tap your toes down. One more time, lift your leg up, hold it, hold it, hold it. Tap your toes down, slide your leg back. Good. Turn and face the other direction. So this is a lot of standing work on one leg, forces your core to work a little bit, but we're focusing a lot on your glutes right now, right? Your butt. And your glutes are very responsible for balance. This is like your first line of defense in terms of balance. So step your left foot behind you. And then without leaning forward, you're staying upright. You're gonna lift that left foot up a little, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then release, bring your foot next to you, step your feet together. Lift up that left knee, hold on to it. And then open it like a gate. And close the gate. Open the gate, close the gate. Release your hand, stretch your leg out in front of you. And bend. Stretch it out in front of you. And bend. One more time, stretch it out in front of you and bend. Place your foot down, step your left foot out to the side, and then lift your leg up a little bit and release it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. One more time, inhale, lift, hold it, hold it, hold it. Release it down, step your feet together. And then you're gonna sit down in your imaginary chair. You definitely might wanna hold, you definitely probably gonna put your, at least a couple of fingers on the wall for this one. I want you to pick up your left foot, put it on top of your right thigh, and then squat, sit down as low as you can. Good. And then lift yourself back up. That's what I want you holding on to the wall, okay? The wall is your friend. And then you're gonna take your right foot, put it on your left thigh, sit down again. And then stand back up. And then you can bring yourself onto the floor. And we're gonna swing your legs around. You're gonna hold on behind your thighs. Doing a little bit of core work. Lift one leg up, lift the other leg up, toes to your face. Release your arms. And then try to stretch your right leg forward. And bring your knee back in. So you're keeping your knees bent. Stretch your left leg forward. Bring your knee back in. Right leg and in. Left leg and in. Bring your feet to the floor. Hold on. So that's hard stuff. But again, all of this, like your butt and your belly, this whole area is really, the stronger it is, the steadier you are. And all of the muscles in your butt are incredibly responsible for balance and stability. This is where it all comes from. So now we're going to do just a little bit more core work, and then we're going to do a little bit more butt work on the floor. So arms come straight out, lean a little bit back. Lift your right leg up, lift your left leg up. Tap your toes and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then feet to the floor. Slowly lower yourself down. Bring your arms to your side. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your butt. No, your feet are on the floor though. Keep your feet on the floor. Yeah, your feet are on the floor.
Okay.
Your feet are on the floor. Like this, see? Yeah. And then pressing your feet into the floor, lift your hips up. Shift your weight into your left leg, lift your right leg up into the air. This is huge glute work. So I want you to press into that left heel especially, and then try to lower your right leg almost the whole way down. And then lift that right leg back up. And then again, lower your right leg down. Lift it back up. Inhale, lower it. Exhale, lift it. And one more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Release your hips. Place your foot back on the floor and rest for a moment. So hopefully you can feel that in your glutes, that really, really fires up your gluteus medius, that inner glute muscle that is very responsible for stability. So now the other side, press your feet into the floor. Begin to lift your hips, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. You leaving me for a minute?
Just, I feel hot.
Press into your, lift yourself up again. And now your weight is in your right leg. Lift your left leg up into the air. Slowly lower that left leg down. And then lift that left leg back up. Slowly lower it down. Lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Hold that left leg up. And then bend your knee, foot to the floor. Relax your butt onto your mat. Bring both of your knees in toward your chest. Hold on to them. And then let your hands slide down to your thighs. So your hands are on your thighs. Yeah. And you're going to start pushing your hands, move them down a little bit so they're on that nice meaty part of your thighs. And you're going to start pushing your hands into your thighs while you push your thighs back into your hands. This is lower abdominal work. So try to put your whole, move your hands down an inch or two. And then release your arms to your side. Bring your legs up into the air. Point your toes to your face. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, let both of your legs drop halfway to the right so they're glued together. And then bring them back up to center. And then halfway down to the left. And back to center. Big core work here. So again, halfway down to the right. And back to center. And then down to the left. And back to center. Leaving your legs in the air. Leave your right leg exactly where it is. Let your left leg start to drop side.
Me too.
That's so funny. Good job. So your right leg's in the air, your left leg's dropping out to the side, and then you bring your left leg back up. And then again, right leg stays where it is, left leg drops out to the side. You're using your adductor and abductor, your inner and outer thigh muscles here. And then slowly bring it back up. And then same left leg starts to drop down in front of you almost the whole way. And then you bring it back up. And one more time, same left leg starts to drop down almost the whole way. And then you bring it back up. And now your left leg stays in the air. So this is stabilizing, it's working. And your right leg drops out to the side. And then bring it back up. And then again, right leg slowly comes out to the side. Feel your inner thigh muscle and your outer thigh muscle working. Slowly bring it back up. And then same right leg, slowly drop it down almost the whole way. Let it hover. And bring it back up. And then again, same right leg, slowly let it drop almost the whole way down. Slowly bring it back up. Bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, and gently rock yourself from side to side. And then open your arms out to the side again. Let both of your knees fall halfway down to the right. Stretch your left leg straight out. And then lift your left leg up a little bit. And then lower it back down. And then you lift it up a little bit and lower it back down. Lift it up a little bit, lower it back down. Bend your left knee, put it on top of your right knee. And then you bring your legs back to the middle. And then both of your legs drop down to the right. The left, I'm sorry. Stretch your right leg out. Lift it up a little bit. And lower it back down. See if you can lift your right leg up and lower it down. So this again, this is glute and hip work. Lift it back up. Lower it down. Lift it back up. Lower it down. Bring both of your knees together. Bring them back to center. And then open your knees. Hold on to your feet, coming to happy baby. Your son should be able to do this easily. And then you're going to open your legs out to the side a little bit, and you're going to rock from side to side. Now you know why it's called happy baby. And then come to a still point. Bring your knees together. Place your feet back on the floor. And then pressing your feet into the floor, lift your hips. So you're back in your bridge pose. Take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, sweep both of your arms over your head. A little higher. With your arms over your head, see if you can start marching with your feet, lifting one knee up, then the other, like you're marching in place in your bridge pose. And then come to a still point, lift your hips up even higher. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, let your arms slide down to your side. Bring your hands underneath you. And then bring your elbows underneath you. Your hips are still really high. You're focusing a lot of attention on keeping your glutes engaged. Release your hands. Slowly lower your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, and your hips. And then bring your knees back in toward your chest. Open your arms back out to the side. This time, both of your knees can come all the way down to the right. You let your head turn to the left, and you let your right hand rest on top of your left knee. And see if you can just ever so gently guide that left knee a little bit closer to your body so you're stretching your glute a little. Release your right hand, keeping your thighs glued together. Bring your knees back to center, and then both of your knees fall down to the left. Your head turns to the right. Your left hand holds on top of your thigh, your knee or your thigh, and you start to bring that right knee a little bit closer to your body. Release your hand, bring your knees back to center, place your feet on the floor. Take your right foot, put it on top of your left thigh, bring your left knee into your chest, and then hold on behind your knee. And then bring that left knee into your chest. Big hip stretch here. And then release your hands, release your feet. Place both of your feet on the floor and just let your knees windshield wiper back and forth a little bit. Let them fall from side to side. And then come to a still point. You're going to take your left foot, put it on top of your right thigh. Bring your right knee in toward your chest. Hold on to that knee and really bring that right knee as close to your body as you can. Release your hands. Bring your legs back up into the air. And then with your hands at your side, point your toes to your face and see if you can press your heels up to the ceiling, lifting yourself up a little bit. So just lift up a little and release. Lift up a little and release. Lift up a little and release. This is big core work. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. And then hold it. Slide your hands underneath your low back. And then slowly, with your hands underneath your back, slowly lower both of your legs. Almost the whole way down. You're going to let them hover a couple of inches above the floor. And then you're going to slowly bring them back up. And then again, nice breath in as you exhale. Slowly lower them almost the whole way down. Let them hover, hover, hover. Slowly bring them back up. And then release your hands from underneath you. Bend your knees, let your feet come onto the floor. Let your knees flop open like butterfly wings. And place your hands on your inner thighs, helping you to guide those inner thighs down just a tiny little bit more. Stretch your right leg straight out in front of you. Stretch your left leg straight out in front of you. Sweep your arms over your head. Spread your fingers really wide. Point your toes to your face and press your heels forward like you're slamming on the brakes with both of your heels. So your legs are pressing forward, your fingers are stretching back. You're going to take a big breath in. You're going to hold this breath. And then exhale, let your arms fall to your side. Let your legs completely release and relax. And with your eyes closed, try to bring your attention back to one complete breath. Feeling that breath from the moment it touches your nostrils on the inhale to the moment it leaves your nostrils on the exhale. And then I will read a poem about slowing down. It's called Walk, Don't Run. Walk, don't run. That's it. Walk, don't run. Slow down. Breathe deeply and open your eyes, because there's a whole world right here within this one. Efficiency is not our highest goal in life. Neither is busyness, or how many things you can get done in one day, or speed, or even success. But walking, which leads to seeing, now that's something. That's the invitation for every one of us today and every day. In every conversation, interaction, event, and moment, to walk, not run. And in doing so, to see a whole world right here within this one. Take one more nice, big, full, deep inhale. And as you exhale, roll yourself onto whichever side of your body feels safer. And then guide yourself back to a seated position, bringing your hands to your heart center. Take a moment, as always, to express gratitude toward yourself, right? It's not always easy for you to take the time at this time of day to honor your body, your mind, and your spirit by coming to your mat. But you made the commitment and you stuck to it. So express gratitude toward yourself for that. And then take a moment to remind yourself that you are a human being, not a human doing, and to allow yourself to slow down. Take one more nice, big, full breath in. And as you exhale, bow forward. Namaste.